Welcome everybody to 3 in the Key. I'm Chris and today I will be counting down the top 10 players in the NBA heading into next season. Now I just want to remind everybody that this list is my personal opinion, and if you want to discuss or dispute anything, message me. My Twitter link is in the description below, which will also have the links to my previous videos as well. Alright, let's start this video off with number 10, Anthony Davis. The only reason I don't have him higher on this list is because of last season. Yes, he was injured for the majority of the year, but before his injury, he was still underperforming for his standards. Last season, AD shot his lowest overall percentage from the free throw line in his career, and his three-point percentage was noticeably lower than the previous season in which the Lakers won the championship. However, when healthy, AD averaged 22 points and 8 rebounds. Overall, when Davis is healthy, he will massively impact the game on both offense and defense, with his excellent rim protection. Number 9, Joel Embiid. Embiid had the best season of his career last year. Both his three-point and free throw percentage had increased. He was just dominant in getting to the free throw line 11 times a game on an average, and converting on most of them. Last year was a disappointment for the Sixers, and Embiid was playing through a partially torn meniscus, which I'm sure was not helpful. And just for the complete meltdown of Ben Simmons really hindered Embiid from a deep playoff run. However, throughout the season, he was extremely dominant, averaging 29 points and 11 rebounds. Number 8, James Harden. Harden has been one of the top players in the league for a while now, and he didn't disappoint last year either. Despite the controversy of him forcing his way out of Houston, he continued to play at a high level. What amazed me about Harden is that upon arriving in Brooklyn, he had completely transformed his game. He took over the point guard role for the Nets, becoming more of a distributor. Although Harden has always been a good passer, he was never asked to do that in Houston. He has always been an elite scorer. Although he still scores at will, Harden was second in assists, following only Russell Westbrook. Although it's his 25 points and 8 rebounds combined with 11 assists per game, which allowed Harden to take over and then completely control how the game is played. Number 7, Nikola Jokic. Last season's MVP really had a breakout year, increasing all of his regular season averages. With Jokic, it's the dependability and consistency that comes to mind. He played all of the 72 games, and in those games put up 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. If you really think about it, Jokic is the point guard of the Nuggets. His skill and knowledge of passing the ball is just amazing. He is not only one of the best passing big men of our era, but probably one of the best throughout NBA history. We never got to see the Nuggets at full strength during the playoffs due to Jamal Murray's injury. However, they will definitely be a team to watch next season. Number 6, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi had a great season, but ended up injured in the playoffs with an ACL injury. He put up very good numbers, averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. The one thing I don't understand about Kawhi is he doesn't play. Out of the 72 games this season, he only played in 52. Missing 20 games. Although, when he does play, he has a major impact in the game. Being one of the best defenders in the league, he can just be a nightmare for the offense, clocking passing lanes and closing off paths to the basket. Now, it is understood that Kawhi will most probably rejoin the Clippers. However, he is a free agent, and it will be interesting to see how this offseason goes. Number 5, Luka Doncic. At just 22 years old, he is one of the best players in the league. Luka averaged near a triple-double with 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Luka is a very ball-dominant player, which can be good and bad. It allows him to play at the game at his pace, but hinders his teammates from having the ball. Doncic still has so much room to improve, which is really mind-boggling when you think about how good he is at his age. The Mavericks will most probably be making some big moves this offseason, starting with the hiring of Jason Kidd as their head coach. The Mavericks are a very fun team to watch and will be a very good team in the foreseeable future. Number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He is by no means the best player in the NBA because he won a single championship. That's just not how it works. However, the two-time MVP and now NBA champ put up ridiculous numbers last season, scoring 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists as an average. An underrated aspect of Giannis's game is his passing. Mainly a player who drives to the basket and scores the majority of his points in the paint, but with requiring so much attention from other teams to contain him, it allows his teammates to get open shots. Now his free throws are a problem, but with his work ethic and Giannis striving to improve every year, I can see Giannis really improve his free throw shooting in the coming years. Number 3, Steph Curry. The three-time champ really had one of the best seasons of his career. The 33-year-old guard averaged a league-leading 32 points a game with 5 rebounds and 6 assists to add to his phenomenal numbers. Now, due to an early injury to Klay Thompson which forced him to miss the entire season, really robbed the Warriors of a playoff contention. Despite Steph playing out of his mind all season, he couldn't lead the Warriors to the playoffs just due to the lack of help around him. Number 2, Kevin Durant. I'm just going to say it, KD is the best scorer of all time. He may not average the most points, but it's just the efficiency and the way Durant is able to get his points is why he is the greatest. KD ended the season averaging 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Like I said, his efficiency is just unbelievable, going 54% from the field and 45% from 3, also shooting 88% from the free throw line. KD just has a particular set of skills that he has acquired over his long career that make him a nightmare to the opposing defense. He is also not a bad defender, but when he tries, KD presents the skill to lock you down. Now, before I unveil the number 1 player, here are a few honorable mentions, starting off with Bradley Beal. Beal was sensational for the Wizards last season, scoring 31 points a game, which was topped only by Curry. Next up, Jason Tatum. He had a great season, averaging 26 points and led the league in fourth quarter scoring. And lastly, Damian Lillard. He's just an outstanding player and competitor who, along with Steph, can just hit threes from anywhere on the floor. And like Curry, he did just that, ending the season averaging 29 points and 7 assists. And now, for the best player in the NBA, you guessed it, LeBron James. He is still the clear-cut best player in the NBA, putting up a season average of 25, 8, and 8 in year 18, mind you. At age 36, LeBron still has the most impact on the court at any given time. When healthy this year, when LeBron went to the bench, the Lakers' offense dropped to almost dead last, which just goes to show how important he is to the Lakers franchise. He is just dominant in every way. He can get to the basket whenever he wants, and to add to that, he just might be the best passer in the league. Now the Lakers did have a very disappointing playoff run, mainly due to the injury of Anthony Davis. But on the bright side, LeBron gets a longer time of rest and look forward to an energized Lakers team next season. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Don't forget that my Twitter link is in the description. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.